Little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. We in it, we gonna. Tell it like my persona. Gonna. Living up was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the farthest. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on them in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in. He ain't. Let me back. Tight gave me until I was going on. I'm Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. Low. Got strain on yo. She post up her MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always asks for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Yeah. That boys in that can't win. Check. Gonna. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Tell it like my persona. Gonna. Living up was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the farthest. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. Yeah. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. I walk up in Neiman, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the most exciting receivers in the NFL, two division rivals. It's Dez Bryant versus Odell Beckham Jr.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Manning to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing now is Manning. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
This is taken at about the 14. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Collins, he had one of those pick 6s last year en route to a Pro Bowl.
And that's been one of the biggest improvements to his game. His ability to range deep in coverage and go up and play the football and make plays. Always known as a guy who can make tackles near the line of scrimmage. Now he's got the full package at his arsenal.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Langford, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Third down now following the run. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Room here to run. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
What stands to reason to give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
On 1st and 10, Prescott dumps it into the flat to Langford. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. A first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Again, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On the run, Darkwan takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. In motion, left Shepard. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Darkwan. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run with Darkwa. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Working from the gun, Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Here's Darkwa. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 1 yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come out here in the eye. Second and goal. Defense digging in again. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darkwa with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A second down throw for Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Halfback sent in motion. So after the INT, it's Manning. They're going over the middle here to Curley. And he will take it on in. front Giant touchdown. Jeremy Curley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They go to Elliott again, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play. Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A gain of 6 there on first. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. On second down, Langford. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Prescott now from the 50. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. New York set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now. Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines. And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one. Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing is Manning on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
To throw on third down, Manning. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 11-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Manning to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Again to Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Alfred Morris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And it's good. It makes it 22-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On 3rd down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Manning. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going deep here for Bryant. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. Now Manning going to give to his fullback Whitlock. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Manning. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They start on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Jarvis Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, 3rd and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes at that point and go farther downfield, and now play it off in a big way for them on that one, a big-time catch downfield.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bleckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now Manning. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
First down, Prescott. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Running with Elliott. And some strong running. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. One last shot now for Prescott. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot.